What's good, what's good, what's good, 108? This your boy Lemon, aka Right Handed Zeus. You know, another 108 Dragons TV developer exclusive. As Dusk falls, we will be seeing today. Listen, we are fresh off the Xbox Bethesda showcase, and I hope everybody got a chance to see something they was looking forward to within the next 12 months. Man, and this coming Saturday, we got some big guests coming to the channel. We're going to talk all things Xbox. We're going to talk the show, and we're going to talk what we want to see in the future. Man, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Right now, your boy is on the way to the city to go out here and see As Dusk Falls. And yeah, I'll be bringing you that footage. This should be dropping on Tuesday. Yeah, your boy out here in the streets. Small channel and we do big things. Shout out to all my peoples out there that went to that fan fest. I hope you had a glorious time. And yes, your boy Lemon will be pulling up on E3 next year. Yeah, with my super team, the Iron Lords. You know how we do. Like I always say, bring your game and not your name. And I hope y'all enjoy this coverage. Facts.
Yes. So we're here.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with the game and how you're able to interact 8 people at one time. And I really do like that I feel like the way it's set up, it will, even if you're a non-gamer, you can't help but to want to pick up a controller and interact. And it's like an interactive movie, but even better. I feel like I like how, even though the way the game is displayed, I guess it's not full motion, but at the same time you still capture the emotions of the characters on screen, and that's one of the things that really got me. And then also that you are able to it'll call on anybody at any time to interact. Like I noticed that they called, I saw my name on the screen, Megatron, do this. Yeah. So I want to say to you guys that I am impressed, and I look for games that are unique, and this was by far one of the most unique games and fun and entertaining that I've played in a long time. So
thank you for that.
Thank you for that. I want to thank you for that, and I'm looking forward to, in my household, bringing someone like my mom, that I feel like would play, or anybody, girlfriend, anything. I think would be easy to suggest and say, hey, let's instead of having a movie night, how about we do something like this?
Yes.
And then you talk about accessibility. You mentioned that you can play on your cell phone. You name it. You have access to any device that you want to play on. And I just want to say, I got nothing but compliments. More compliments than questions, like I said before, but it's fantastic. That's it. I mean, I really felt immersed.
Great.
And that's the main thing. It had my attention, despite what the the thing said. I think it said I was I guess
daydreamer.
A daydreamer.
You got the daydreamer.
Daydreamer. And you know what it was? I wish the icon was a little bit bigger where I could find my little cursor, because it was 8 people, but even still, it was fantastic.
And you can tweak the cursor size. You can make it bigger if you
Okay.
want to.
Okay. That was good.
But I mean, what you're saying is awesome. That's exactly what we were aiming for. Like sharing this kind of interactive stories with people who are not necessarily gamers. Great. So you can share your passion for game for once and play with your loved ones. It's quite powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And you create such a nice and unique moment with people you love. It's quite cool.
Definitely with the decision making that you guys have, every 20 seconds, and you can see, after you input your name, which your partner would pick, and you kind of want to look at them sideways, like, do I really know you? Do I really know you? Am I going to sleep with one eye open? But so
what we've found, like when you play with a group, you learn a lot about the people you're playing with by the everything from their screen name they choose, but to the decisions they make while they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of eye opening at times.
Yes.
So.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes in a good way as well. Like I found it, like having a cursor move around the screen, you can tell their process as they do. Do I go on this? No, maybe. And then the cursor moves. It's quite interesting. But I think like playing with people you know so well, even that either you discover new things, like you say, are you really this person? Or it reinforces things you know about them that you love, and it's quite powerful as well. It's quite a nice feeling, like, oh, you're a really kind person, you're kinder than me, or...
Yeah, one of the gentlemen that we were playing with, I noticed he said like he was more afraid they were going to shoot the dog. I'm like, save the person, but so you have that tells me that maybe he's more of a pet lover.
Yeah.
Some people they care more about their pets than their their spouse, whatever. So that was kind of cool. That's that thing that really stands out about your game. You just and the more you play, the more people you have interacting at the same time. You really get that sense of everyone doesn't think like you. Everyone doesn't think like you. So
and we wrote it like that with this in mind, with the multiplayer in mind. It designed for multiplayer from the ground up. It's a very cool experience solo, but it's really been written like to encompass multiple points of view that are all valid, so that you got the options wherever you are in the room. You've got an option that you think is the right one for the character in that moment, and sometimes it's very different depending on the people playing. That's quite enriching and compelling.
It is.
Now, what I have some questions for you. The illustration, from the cutscenes and the stills and how you got the motion, it seems like a Sin City type environment. How they tell their story in the movies. What was your inspiration to give us that type of animation?
That's a good question. I think it came from, the desire to find the right style for that type of story, which is really character-based. It's really about what the characters feel and think, and to convey that, we thought like full 3D would be difficult, a uphill battle, to be honest. And so we came up with that style mix of 2D and 3D, with each frame is hand-painted by someone, and we've got 13,000 frames, unique across the whole game. So it's a lot of work, it's crafted. But we thought like it was great for this human grounded story, but it's not limited to that type of story. I think it can really work with any type of stories as long as it's based on humans and actors. But how it came up, like what inspired us, I think it was our director Mike took inspiration from paintings, and more than looking at other movies or anime. It was a lot of paintings because of the work with the lighting. So it was more that.
So now, when I played this game, what was really amazing was the different decisions. I play a lot of Telltale. I play a lot of Detroit Become Human, and I really love this kind of game, right? And when I seen 1 through 8 players, I was like, man, how is this going to work? But after playing, I really have to say, this is amazing. Because I play Telltale games, and I tell people all the time, they're great stories, but they really don't have no differences. Like, in terms of decision making, and your skill tree in terms of the decisions I saw was vast. So, explain to the people, what is it going to be different endings besides just the decisions in the game?
Yes. Because it's going to be loads of different endings across the 6 chapters. The decision you make add up. Some decisions have a consequence in the moment, others have a consequence at the 3 chapters down the line. So it's very vast and scopy and meaningful. So the big decisions you make have really an impact on the character's life and fate. Who lives, who dies, who gets in prison, who gets free, but more than that, like who's happy, who's fulfilled, and who maybe ends up like with a sad ending. I love sad endings as well, right? I'm not against sad endings. Like, all endings are valid, and I hope like people will find them satisfying and compelling. But in life, you don't always win, and it's the same in the story. Maybe not all the characters are happy and uplifted at the end, but that's the way life is. It's bittersweet and it's beautiful.
I also like the way when it first started off, it was lighthearted. And then it started to get serious. And it got serious quick. So the interaction, I think, is absolutely amazing because the audience, I think, is going to enjoy it. And especially when he's playing on cell phones with 8 different people in one room. I think that's amazing. Will you have different options online, like controller, cell phone, and that aspect?
The game is very approachable. That's one of the key features of the game. Like, you could be playing with your mobile phone, or you could be playing with a controller. And one of the great things about that is, like, controllers can be very intimidating for people that are non-gamers. But
Facts.
everybody uses a mobile phone these days. So we want as many people as possible to experience the title, and this is one of the ways that we've achieved that goal. And there's such a variety of ways to play, whether you're online or whether it's local. Everybody together in the same room. So yeah, that was a key thought process from the beginning.
Yeah, it's definitely an excellent couch co-op, because I had to look at a couple people in the room like,
It's
yeah, something ain't right.
it's a very different experience if you're playing with a group of friends that friends and family that you know very well, or a group of strangers, or by yourself. Like, those are three very different experiences. So.
Well, let me tell you, I think y'all got a hit on your hands. I'm definitely all in day one. It's an amazing, amazing title. And thank you for this opportunity. Shout out to my guy, Megatron. Awesome guy bringing me here. Y'all have been awesome. This is excellent. You got anything you want to ask?
No, thank you. That's it. Other than I'm looking forward to playing the game. And I think you guys have a hit on your hands, and I can't wait to share this with my experience with everyone else. That's it. Fantastic.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to see what you choose.
Yeah.
I love that.
I was trying to start trouble. I got the family value situation, but once it was like, should you shoot him? The father was a sucker. I said, no, pop him. Give him some heat.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm the trouble
I was like, he's too soft.
Yeah. A group of people that provoked me, the outbursts. Like, people were like, Albuquerque, like, they were saying, well, there's that country, Guatemala's not in Mexico.
Yeah.
No, I picked Guatemala because it's a lie.
Exactly. So I was hoping that, the police officer would catch on.
Right.
He doesn't know, so I would, let me play stupid on both ends, on both ends, and he'll pick, maybe there's a clue he'll pick up, and that was just my thought process on it. But that was fun. And I mean, that's something you can really have someone come over your house and just hang out. You have I like wine, a glass of wine. A lot of my friends do, and that's one of the first things I'm going to do is have them come over, and they can play. This is multiple times.
Yes.
And every outcome is going to be different, like you said. But I also like the fact that you said that you can go back into, a few things, certain parts in the chapter and change it if you want to get a different outcome. Maybe I would like to do that. Maybe if I was playing by myself. But that was.
I don't think I ever play by myself. I gotta have people.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is that
it's a better experience.
It's different when you experience a different branch in the story, but it's different every time you play with someone else.
Yeah.
Different, that point you'll play with your partner, and then you'll play with your mom. It's going to be an entirely different experience.
Yeah.
So let me ask you one more thing. The rating system at the end. How did y'all come up with that?
Or the profiles,
The profiles,
insights.
right.
So basically, we have a set of values per episode depending on the story. And every choice has a score against it. Every option you pick is like +2 in family, or +3 in honor. And at the end, so every individual decision we record like this, we track, and at the end we give you your top value, your top trait, and your top play style. And every chapter you play, you unlock that. We keep tracking all your decisions basically, and we update your profile like this.
Yeah.
And
That's
at
awesome.
the end, you'll find at the end of the story, you'll see your top 3 values, your top 3 traits, and you'll be surprised how different they are depending on different people.
So you made a game. I'm gonna be judging myself.
Yeah, don't think you want to self-reflect. Like, wait a minute.
I have definitely paused on that screen. But did I do that?
I might have to go to church a couple more
Wait, hang
times.
on.
It's all good stuff, no bad surprises.
Yeah.
You're not going to discover you're a horrible person. Not
No.
at all.
It's part of the
Freddy
fun.
Krueger might be his pops.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Well, thank you guys.
Amazing.
Really
game.
appreciate
Amazing.
really appreciate you coming to play
Amazing
it.
game.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you for coming today.